it has an audience who always loved it, and it has a new audience because it's on the TV a lot now. I know people whose kids watch it as if it's a brand new show because, of course, they don't think about that. They just think it's funny, which is it's just intrinsically funny. It's an absolutely charming show. I loved it when I was a kid, and I was very honoured to be asked to be part of it.
I just felt not even surprised, just pleased. And then I rang them up and got their name, and I said, "Can I be in it?" They said, "Yeah, all right then. But you mustn't muck about. It's got to be serious."
I bet you mucked about, didn't you?
Yeah, muck about.
I thought, well, how dare they? I honestly, I might have started a petition to stop it. I wasn't, because I've loved it all my life, Dad's Army.
I loved being part of it. I loved being a member of this amazing ensemble of actors that they put together, really. I mean, they're absolute heroes of mine.
I got an offer, asked, would I like to be in it? And I said, no. And then they said, well, wait a minute. Do you know who's in it? Who's doing it? I'll tell you who's doing it. Bill Nye, Toby Jones, Tom Courtenay, Mike Gann. Well, I said, well, obviously, if they're doing it, if I don't do it, they're not going to cancel it, are they? They'll go ahead with this show.
Well, I had to pinch myself quite a bit, actually, thinking, gosh, I'm working with these extraordinarily eminent, talented actors. I've been going to the movies to watch, and there I am working with them, which was so exciting.
Well, I'm used to them all, and I work with them all at the National Theatre. We're all stage actors, so we're all a happy group.
I was stunned at the opening, the scale. That because the feeling of Dad's Army is the wee church hall and a few bits of the fields or whatever, and then you realise that they were doing this in the midst of a world war, and you get the scale of London at that time, all brilliantly shot in a way that none of us ever anticipated. So I think they'll be immediately hooked into a time that is not just comedic, but is actually was dangerous.
I just think British people love, I've said it before, they love laughing through adversity.
I think it embodies what Britain is great about, really. And, it's that sort of, we're talking about the Second World War, that stiff upper lip, backs to the wall, never say die attitude, really. And, Jimmy Perry and David Croft did it in such an amazing way. It was so fantastically written. And the characters on the page have such comic potential.
And you cannot manufacture that. That's there, and people recognise that then, and they recognise it now 50 years later, or whatever it is.
Everyone involved just loves the original show and wanted to honour it and do a new version, but it doesn't take away from the original. So I hope you, if you're a Dad's Army fan, you can add it to your collection and think it's part of the whole thing, because it's a big warm embrace, really.